Okay, so players had enough. Monster Hunter Wilds died in 1 month from your boy Bellular News. Okay, um, a quick little update for me. I don't really know what's been going on the last couple of days. The AC in my house went out, and if you look at the thermostat in my house over the last couple of days, it was over 90 degrees. So, yeah, I had to sleep in my car a couple times, but I mean it's whatever. I got the AC back, so we're chilling. Okay, let's watch this shit.
Let today's story be a cautionary tale. A company that absolutely screwed over their most hardcore fans to please the market has now been kind of dumped and punished by the market. Capcom.
Well, depending on who you ask, they kind of already did that with Monster Hunter World, because since Monster Hunter World was the first entry point to modern Monster Hunter, in that you essentially, you have like things like farcasters, a tent to go back to, essentially infinite resources at your little tent to like restock all your items. Whereas before, in what's the opposite of modern, like I don't know, not historical, but like previous Monster Hunter games, you only had the items that you brought with you on initial like quest start, and that's it. If you got hit by too many attacks, you're just done. Your ass is done and out of there. Okay, so depending on who you ask, Monster Hunter World was the start of the beginning of the end, so to speak. So Wilds is well, in the Afterworld you had what was that, like Rise Sunbreak? It's more movement, less speed bumps, and now you have Wilds, which is arguably even easier, depending on who you ask or whatever. But it's just that's the vibe of all the games that I see nowadays. They are all getting like easier across almost every what do you call it? Every genre, save a couple genres, save fighting games. Fighting games are still hard. Yes, they have modern controls, but whatever. Core concept of classic controls for any fighting game is they're still there. They're not going anywhere. What else? And shooting games, regardless of MEK versus controller, aim assist, whatever, you still got to put the reticle on the dude body and shoot for however long. All right. All this other stuff, Monster Hunter, oh, there's more movement, there's more potions, there's more resources. Yes, that's all. Everything is just trending toward the easier side. It just is, man.
They will not be loyal to you. Okay, let's get into the story. No one's particularly happy about Monster Hunter Wilds right now. On Steam, the recent user reviews are 7.
That's crazy. Overwhelming negative. Let me see how true that is. That's probably super duper true. Let me see. Steam. Oh, what's out right now? Oh, the Lucy thing from that game. Let's see. Monster Hunter Wild. Oh, it's on sale, guys. 20% off. Who's buying it? Oh, it went from shit. It went from overwhelming negative recent to just mostly negative, and it's still mixed. God dang. God dang.
17% positive. Devs are clearly frustrated enough to move entire.
We plan to release some version upcoming. Yeah, it's the 22nd. Yeah, the date. It's whatever. This update will include expanded endgame content with the talismans. I've been playing that shit, grinding out talismans. It's fun. A lot of the weapons got a little update. A lot of weapons got a little buffaroonies. It's good. It's chilling.
Content updates forward by a month, and now even the people Capcom wanted to please the most
Who? Have the shareholders?
Turned on them. That's because the stock market, investors, and shareholders are no longer that happy, because after releasing...
Why aren't they happy? The company's share price was sitting at 4,200 yen at the end of the Wednesday, but when the market opened up, the price dropped 9.5%, hitting a low point of 3.8k yen. Oh, stock price going down. Oh shit. Yeah, so what's essentially been happening is all the devs are like they've like moved up all the updates, the title updates and all the like little half updates up like 2 weeks to a month, and they're trying to like shuffle it along, like, come on guys, we need these updates, the players are not playing. So I mean, me personally, like, I can appreciate the speeding up, and I do, but there's like a piece of me that appreciates it, but the other piece of me is thinking, why wasn't this, should have been in like at the beginning of the game. All right, it should have. And I'm pretty sure they know that. I'm pretty sure they can feel that. It's just my 2 cents.
That happy, because after releasing Monster Hunter Wilds with weaker optimization,
update regarding shader compilation for the Steam versions, we received reports after applying the latest update, CPU load may increase due to more shading. If you're experiencing an issue, try deleting your shader caches. Oh boy. Oh, maybe I should.
and PC.
I will say this, like, of all the recent games I've been playing off of Steam, so like I got like 2 monitors, bang bang. If I boot up any other game besides Wilds and I got like some bullshit playing on the side, that shit plays at like 100% normal frame rate. It's fine. No, nothing wrong. If I put up Wilds on the main screen and then something on the side, the side stuff, it plays, but it's like, next slide please, next slide please, 5 FPS a second, next slide please. It's bad, dude. Wilds is the only one that does it.
Capcom are reaping the rewards of their sales cratering
reaping
by 95%.
Oh,
pretty big number.
That's
now,
a big boy.
I'm a gamer, you're a gamer, and you know what we're like. So
I'm a dude.
Gamers, come to the front
You're
of the
a
class.
dude.
It's
We're
time
all
for a
dudes,
lesson.
dude.
Part of this is how I went from awful sleep to fantastic sleep, and how today's sponsor, Manta Sleep, has been a huge help in that.
Oh,
so
shit.
What Manta does is actually really simple. They make the best sleep mask that there is, and that's important because
I mean, that's good on Bellular, but like, the real way to get good sleep is just get a good ass mattress. That's the end of it, and just get a good ass mattress. That's like the best investment you could possibly make for yourself.
Because most sleep masks absolutely suck. I just could not find a comfortable one until I came across Manta last winter, and that's really when I started trying to take sleep way more seriously in my life. I mean, as an MMO gamer, I've often...
And also, this seems to be the trend of more or less people in like the, I don't want to say middle class, but like middle upper class, or like slightly upper class, people that got a little bit of extra money lying around here. This is just the trend I see. People are actually starting to take their health a little bit more seriously. But what also do we see? Well, we also see people are just like not getting together with a significant other as much. People are not engaging in marriage. People are just not having kids and blah, blah, blah. So what? Is everybody going to live to like 90 or 100, but they're all just going to be like alone by themselves and nobody will own anything? Everyone's just going to subscribe to everything. That's the future, man. It's not even like idiocracy. It's like this weird, it's like a weird like third fork in the road that like no one, well, not no one, but no one could have seen coming.
Not been particularly good to my body in that regard, and it's hard to describe just how much better life is without constant onset insomnia. And now I've even got the sleep scores to prove it.
Damn.
And Manta is a huge part of my kit. So the way it works, right, is you get the core Manta sleep mask. It's absolutely terrific, but what sets them apart is customization. You can get cooling pads, weighted pads, and even a Bluetooth mask. Now, combine that with white noise, maybe some rain, a spooky story, or my go-to podcast, The Rest is History, and you'll find you not only drift off, but you actually just stay asleep. You build a stronger circadian rhythm, and that just helps you basically enjoy life more and stay on track. Amanda's Kit is absolutely fantastic, and you'll get 10% off using my link and code Valuer News. 477,000.
Sorry.
That is the number that VGC spotted in Capcom's first quarterly investor report.
Oh, shit.
Oh, it's a good number because it's the number of copies of
Capcom's share price dropped in Japan following soft Monster Hunter Wilds sales last quarter. Momentum for the game has dropped, selling only almost 500,000 copies between April and June. Bro, last time I checked, they sold 14 million copies in like 1 or 2 months, okay? Get off me. I don't care about anything else. You sold 14 million copies in like 1 or 2 months, dude. You're chilling. Now you're gonna come over here and bitch moan complain that, oh, our 3rd, 4th, 5th month we only sold 500,000. Oh, boo-hoo. I like Monster Hunter just as much as the next guy. You don't. What do you mean only 477K? Only. I can smell the bullshit from like down the block, dude. Huh.
Monster Hunter Wilds that just sold. So just shy of 500,000. But you need to compare that to the slightly over 10 million from the first month. It is 5%.
It was 10 million in the first month and another like 5 million in like the second month, maybe like combined in the next 2 months or something like that. Bro, that's more than a lot of games can make in like multiple years. That many copies. What happened to all that money from the first month? Huh? Where'd all that go? God forbid you put it back into the game, right?
Increase, and it's one that Capcom themselves say is, quote, soft. Which does seem kind of apt. And VGC notes something else.
Blah, blah, blah. Acknowledge its consolidated financial results that sales for Mon Hun Wild has been soft for the period, but attempted to put a positive spin. What do you mean soft? Has been bad for the period. But you should have predicted this. Monster Hunter is a like MMO light / single player game. Like most people that play Monster Hunter Wild roll credits and then fuck off. That's what happens for most people. All right. Seldom will you ever get a chunk of your player base that like sticks around. Like from title update to a little event quest to like every 2 weeks. Okay. That's not the majority. That's the minority. Okay. What do you mean put a positive spin on it? This whole situation is a positive spin. You're still selling like what, like close to 500,000 copies in like the 4th, 5th, 6th month, however long it's been out. Are you kidding me?
Here, even the previous title, Monster Hunter Rise, sold 389,000 copies during the same period. Comparing the release dates, in no way should things look like that. Now, we've been talking about this since the launch, right? There were widespread complaints.
Yeah, it's still not optimized. Sucks to suck. We're going to let you know, Capcom. Fix the optimization. But as we know, as like casual try-hard Monster Hunter bros, the optimization aspect of the game isn't coming until title update 4, I think. That's when I think it's going to happen. Or at least whenever they said it. So, hey. The ball is not in our court. The ball is in your court, guys. It is.
Across all platforms, but especially in PC. And those complaints do actually filter through to
extreme high CP usage.
Potential buyers, especially because PC is heavily concentrated.
Oh my god, the red. So much red. Bro, last time I saw this much red was like Helldivers 2. Damn.
In Steam, and those user scores have been red for a long time.
Damn.
But before we dive into why these numbers crashed, we need to talk about how the people Capcom chose to pursue did not save them in the end. Before this game launched, we flagged something absolutely crucial. Capcom released Monster Hunter Wilds to plug an incredible gap in their balance sheet, and it's kind of amazing. What they basically did was a massive gamble that required humongous sales numbers.
Capcom earns record profits in all profit categories for 8th consecutive year. Yeah, that seems like a massive dub to me. How are you going to try to spin this like selling less copies as a negative? All right? This doesn't make sense. No shot. But it happened in May 2025. May, June, July, August. It's what, 4? It's 3 months? Yeah. Almost about to be 4 months?
But not impossible sales numbers for a series as popular as Monster Hunter. It was a
Monster Hunter was not popular before Wilds. It wasn't. You had Worlds and Iceborne that kind of had a little bit of a revival. And then, I mean, well, shit, let me just go see Google Trends. Let me go see Google Trends. Boy Hunter World. Let's see, on the Monster Hunter World. Let me see, over the past day? No. Past 5 years? Let's see. Let's see, from the beginning. Okay, and when was this? 2017. So up until 2017, a big goose egg. No one gives a shit about this. And then 2018. I don't know what the heck happened here. But everybody was like, oh shit, let's go. Right? And then where was the whole, was this Iceborne? That was probably Iceborne. 2018. That was probably Iceborne release. And then it just petered off. And then, what is this? February, August. Can I zoom in? No, whatever. August 28th. So from February to, there's another spike in August. What are the notes? An improvement to our data collection system was applied. Oh. Well, there could be that. Yeah, okay, so Monster Hunter World started popping off again. And then it goes up and down and a little, like, I don't know what the heck happened. But yeah, it petered off into nothingness again. I don't know which one of these spikes was the whole return to world or initiative. I don't know. I forgot exactly when they did that. Was it in 2023? Was this it? Like 2 years ago was the whole return to world doodad? Maybe? But yeah, other than that, it was nothing. And now, let me see. Where's Monster? Come on. Monster Hunter Wild. Wow, dang. Oh, come on. Vidya game. Yeah, that's a big old spike right there. Yeah, before World, no one gave a shit about World. Or Monster Hunter, period. Alright?
risky gamble, but it is one that initially paid off. And by paid off, I don't just mean the sales. The reward after the financial year was literally the highest stock price that Capcom has ever had. Now, just so that you understand this, they basically had been posting like 10% growth a year, right? And they've been doing this for a decade. And essentially, to not break the streak, they needed to make a shitload of money really quickly. And that is...
Yeah, and they had a DMC5 to help, to thank for that a little bit. That game was legendary.
Basically why Monster Hunter on PC was simultaneous shipped, obviously to the great detriment of the game.
Major performance issues, blah, blah, blah. Sucks to suck.
So that was really good, happy stock market. But of course, the consequence of this was really bad long tail sales. And after Capcom reported those sales, their stock fell nearly 10%. Now, it still is among their highest figures ever, but it's a noticeable drop. Basically, the line did not go up. And what I like here is that a company has actually been appropriately punished. I mean, we can be very critical of the market and a lot of the short-termist incentives. This is an example, though, where the short-term thing they did has obviously been bad for shareholder value. Because you care about shareholder value, you probably want lots of copies of Monster Hunter to sell for a long time. But no.
I mean, yeah, you got copies, but like, aren't there like a shitload of microtransactions in every one of these games? In like Worlds and Iceborne and, or World, Wild, and Rise? Yeah, of course there are. Let me see. Where's all the, how do I look at all the content for the game? Showing 1 to 5 of 104. Look at all this stuff. Look at all this. Look at all this. Microtransaction. Man, it sure would have been cool if I could have like earned this stuff like in game. Oh, a little pendant of a floating honey. I would have loved to earn that in the game somehow instead of paying a $1.50. Sacred decoration, Phoenix Companion. Oh man, that's like a like a little skin you put on your sacred. That would have been cool if I could like kill a bunch of like fire monsters and like acquire the fire monster materials and like somehow just assemble the skin on my sacred. That would have been cool. A green flame Fetty spirit for like $1.50. That would have been cool to like earn and make and craft myself in order to drive up concurrent player time, right? That would have been cool. Like all this stuff could have been in the game to make yourself. Layered armor set, feudal soldier. Oh wow, that could have been cool. I would have loved to make that one. Man, and that's just Wilds. I mean, it's even worse for World. World's been around forever. Let me see. Let me do this. Where's the search? Is this the search? Monster Hunter World. In the library. Let me see how many microtransactions. That was 104 on Wild. How many? Oh no, I kind of saw it. It was like over 200. Oh my god. Oh god, no, that's the wrong list. Oh, come on. Back arrow. Okay, let me see. 1 of 5 of 200. Oh my god. Handlers, mischievous dress. Wow. So what is this? Sticker set. Edit. Character edit voucher, single, triple, double, 3 edit vouchers. Wow. Gesture, Devil May Cry, dual guns. Stickers, Palico voucher set, stickers, stuff for your room that they took away in Wilds, only to probably give it back to you in whatever the expansion is going to be for Wilds. You'll probably get your little bedroom back in that one. Look at this. Figure, whatever this is. Figure. More figures, whatever this is. Pendants. Look at them all. $1, $2, $3, $4. Look at all this bullshit, dude. It's crazy. God dang. Special promotion offer ends in some days. Guys, get it while it's hot.
Capcom had to go and cock it all up. Now, they had spent the last 10 years playing it incredibly safe, posting consistent, constant growth, stable development platforms, stable tech, lots of really good releases, and developers actually being able to deliver in franchises both big and small. And they were rewarded with incredible sales growth and
I mean, you can also thank Devil May Cry. You can thank Street Fighter. What else? I'd probably say a good chunk of that is Street Fighter. What else? What other Capcom games are there? Capcom games. RE. Yep. So big boys, you got RE, DMC. Where the heck was Street Fighter? Okay, Street Fighter is somewhere. Oh yeah, Dragon's Dogma came out. That was a like a flop. It wasn't a complete flop, but it was like, nah. All this other stuff is just like, nah, I don't think so. Yeah, it's mostly Street Fighter, Resident Evil, and DMC. And whatever you want to put into Monster Hunter World. And Rise and Wild.
nice, solidly increasing stock price. And they absolutely did benefit from Monster Hunter Wild getting out the door with absolutely shit PC optimization. But it does seem
Yeah.
that it was not in the long-term benefit. So let's get to the sales figures. Sales normally drop over launch. That's a guaranteed thing.
Yeah.
But to drop this much, this fast, especially for this franchise, it is worth interrogating. And I'll start with what's the most obvious answer. It's that maybe Wilds simply hit its total addressable audience at launch. It has a $70 base price, kind of steep, and it only went on sale once and only at 20% off. So that's a high bar for purchasers who are on the fence. So the total addressable audience at this current price maybe had been capped out. I mean, certainly.
Yeah. If you want to sell more copies, make the sale discount steeper. 20%, 30%, 40%. You'll do it.
It's a game you won't be taking a gamble
How bad do you want that new unique player into the ecosystem? How bad do you want it?
on when better reviewed games exist. Rise and World are actually available on the very same platforms with far more content. So with no new incentive at that price and no societal pressure from public enjoyment, nothing really moves the needle on Capcom's sales figures yet. Though admittedly Capcom will have Monster Hunter Stories 3 and Resident Evil Requiem coming.
Yeah, but those are like little side games, like Resident Evil Requiem. This is the one with like the girl or whatever. I mean, maybe it'll pop off like something like 3 to 5 million or something, maybe. But that other little Monster Hunter game, like that's like what serious person's playing that? I guess that's fine if like you got some kids or whatever, because that's the intended target audience, right?
Those will pad out their balance sheet to be a little bit more healthy this year. With those new releases, they won't be
look, he right into Waffle Woes.
Position of like needing just for their catalog sales to prop the business up. But what is notable is that right after this call, Capcom released the $75 7-disc soundtrack as DLC in Steam. Maybe that will raise some revenue.
Who the fuck cares about unless your video game music is like Doom Eternal levels of awesome, or like what else? Like a couple songs from like Sonic Frontiers, a couple songs from what do you call it? DMC. Virgil, like all the theme songs from The Boys, all right? Specifically Virgil's, Unless you got like a absolute wrecking ball of a song, like if you want to show support, it's fine, it's great. I mean, you gotta show you gotta shell out merch somehow. But you're not convincing me as like a very casual person to like go out and buy the whole soundtrack. Like, why would I do that?
Kind of doubt it. But compared to the rest of the catalog, it is especially harsh. Devil May Cry 5 sold 1.78 million. Resi Village and 4 both outsold Wilds at 923,000 and 706,000 respectively, and even Street Fighter 6 sold 500.
So, and this is so add 3 zeros to all of this, and this is lifetime in thousands of units. So this sold, DMC5 sold 10.5 mil units. Village sold 12 mil units or 7 Biohazard 15.4 million units. This DMC, I fucking regret buying this fucking piece of shit. This DMC collection, god dang it, didn't buy SF6, DMC 4 special edition, Resident Evil 2. Oh, this is like the remaster one. Oh wow, almost 16 million. Woof. That's pretty good. Monster Hunter Wilds in the first. Oh wait, what? Why does it only say 10.5? Well, maybe this is like for like the first month. So there's like an old chart. Rise sold 17.5 million. Well, that's news to me.
38,000 units, the latter almost certainly being thanked to the Switch 2 launch. For the Resident Evil increase, we can maybe think that's Requiem's reveal getting people hyped again, but then there's Devil May Cry's outsized impact, which is pretty much being put entirely on the new Netflix animated series.
Yeah, but that thing was bad. Netflix DMC has been such a hit. No, it wasn't. The second season has already been confirmed. God damn it. This is fake news. Bro, I already seen all this bullshit. I've seen it all. Okay. It was bad. It was not good. It was bad. It was. Like, stop coping. It was bad.
Being a hit and getting 5.3 million viewers. Again, regardless of whether existing series fans enjoyed it, clearly a shitload of people saw Devil May Cry and ended up buying this game. And Monster Hunter already got its movie.
I love how they can make that, like, correlation, right? I love it. And that just goes to show you how sophisticated all these companies have, like, engagement-wise. It's so sophisticated. We got to release this little cartoon. That way we can drive sales up for the game. This is amazing. This is social engineering.
The less we say about that, the better, I would say.
Oh, God. That movie didn't help anything. Jesus. Behind Our World, there's another. I still haven't seen this. I don't want to see it anyway. Even if it was like, is this shit free on something? Is this like free on Netflix? Maybe I would see it if it was like on Netflix, because that's like one of the only ones I have anymore. Maybe? I don't know. I still probably would not want to see it. It would probably take me multiple nights to see this, because I'd probably watch like 20 or 30 minutes of it and then fall asleep. I have to go back, like get up again and the next night, and then right when I go to sleep, turn it on, watch another 30 minutes, fall asleep. That's probably what would end up happening, honestly.
I would say, not least because the bigger story here is about library availability and accompanying price drops during sales, because those things are key to drawing in new audiences. But you also, to get new audiences, need positive sentiment towards your games, because despite overwhelming evidence to the contrary, people aren't that stupid. Based on Capcom reporting that over 50% of their American sales were on PC, well, we know how important PC is to Capcom's Monster Hunter Wild sales. So, what do you do then when your review score is threatening to...
Recent, overall, mixed. Dang, and every patch they make, it's almost always like some sort of negative red. Either overwhelming or mostly. You don't want to be in the red. You want the green. Right, green good. Good green. This all-time mixed review. Bro, I am awaiting the moment this shit turns into mostly negative.
Drop below 50% lifetime, and when your overwhelmingly negative reviews are sitting at a lovely 86%.
Did you just change shirts?
6% negative. Well, if you're Capcom looking at this, you're going to have to try some sort of unconventional...
No, he had like a coat on before, but now he took the coat off.
...plan, because technical fixes take time. And the good news is, we actually have got some confirmation of what those plans are. Game director Yuya Tokuda posted this message to players, and in it, he apologizes for the time that improvements are taking, but more importantly, he did confirm some major changes. So, they're moving features from late September to early August. They're hoping that will placate people. That means 9-star monsters for HR 100 plus players. It means new appraised talent.
Oh man, so surprising. With enough red, that'll make the developers do something. You just gotta show them enough red stuff. That's amazing how that works, right? That's crazy. I never could have thought of that, dude. That's mind-boggling. I never would have thunk it.
With random weapon skills, and it means balance changes being expanded from 5 weapons to 11 weapon types.
Yeah, like right now, outside of the obvious optimization stuff, the game is great. I would like to be able to hunt like a couple harder versions of like the lower and mid-tier monsters, just so I'm not like fighting the same damn like was it Apexes and like the new guys for variety's sake. But for the most part, the game's pretty good. It's still pretty good. And how many hours I got like 400 or 500 hours into it. I'm not like HR 999 yet, but like I'm just casually try hard in the game.
Those are all upward adjustments. He also admitted something kind of critical. The Title Update 2's downward adjustments were way too far. Basically, they tried to balance the game better, but they just ended up making certain playstyles that people liked less viable. So now they're reversing course for a bunch of weapon types. But if you want a sign of just how hurriedly this planning is, well, the August 13th patch date kind of does confirm it. It's actually so early that Takuda even apologized that support hunter adjustments wouldn't be ready in time. So they're clearly rushing content.
I mean, I guess, but like, for the most part, I don't even play with like support hunters, and the players that would have played with support hunters have already exited the ecosystem of the game upon roll credits. They already left the game. Like, I don't think almost anybody plays with support hunters, so maybe there's like some sliver of the pie slice that does, but like for the most part, you only play with support hunters for like the minute or so that like you first initially fire off like an SOS trying to like invite real people to come play with you. Other than that, like, I don't know anybody or any sort of majority like player base that actually prefers playing with like 4 support hunters versus like, I mean, shit, just soloing the damn thing with you and your kitty.
Out to address player anger. I mean, why else do you pull features forward this much, even though doing so absolutely does risk the quality of your delivery? Now, as for PC optimization, he acknowledged the elephant in the room. So they've reduced anti-cheat processing load by 90%, but
I can appreciate this. I can appreciate them trying to do some stuff with the anti-cheat. It's mostly a single player game, unless you like fire an SOS to like invite people to come play with you. I think the anti-cheat was whenever they were messing around with like the top 10,000 players for arena that got like the best times get like a special little knick-knack. But then they quickly saw how much anti-cheat. It's so funny. The level that people will go to get like a knick-knack in a game, as far as like cheating in it goes. It's so funny. And granted, they probably haven't squashed it out like 100%. Probably not, but like still, it is funny.
Real CPU load reduction won't actually come until the 4th title update this winter, which is months away. That's absolutely going to sting. And obviously there's lots of risk here. If these systems that are pulled forward don't land with people or introduce bugs, then Capcom will have rushed content for no huge benefit. But at least we're seeing some open communication here, and it might be paying sort of dividends.
Open comms between devs and players is good. This... God, I am so stuffy. Open comms is good. Granted, it may not feel good initially, but the open comms between developers and players is for that bell curve of players where like a good chunk of them, it's probably not even in the bell curve. It's for like it's mostly like the casual tryhard, probably like the 60th percentile and like down up until like the 99th percentile. You know, that's who it's mostly for. People that are engaging in the end game, people that haven't or have world credits and want to play more of the game. That's who open comms are for.
I mean, whenever we started doing this video, it was 16% recent reviews. Now it's 23%. So yeah, you know, only up from.
How serious do you think these guys are who's leaving all these like negative reviews? Is it really just the optimization? There's no shot it's just optimization. Well, like a couple other things here and there, but like I will say there are like instances whenever I am going into hunts where it just feels like I get like infinite frames and the game runs so smoothly. I'm like, wow, this is awesome. But then it goes back to like the normal, whatever the fuck it is, like 50, 60 something, maybe 70, somewhere in there frames. Yeah. But like, damn, dude, You really think it's all like optimization critiques?
here. But there's one thing Capcom really does want to go up, maybe even more. That's revenue. Now, how are you going to get more revenue when this is really a game that people should not be buying for quite some time?
Yeah.
The answer, my friend,
They're gonna do the whole thing marketing tactic that they did with World. Return to World. Hey guys, remember Monster Hunter World and the expansion Iceborne? Well, we're finally done updating it, and we think it's a badass game with a ton of content. You guys should just come back and play it. And everybody did that. All right, I think that's the first time they've ever done that. Okay. I don't remember if they did it for Rise Sunbreak. Maybe they did and I just wasn't aware. But when that shit popped off for World, it worked. And you know what? They're going to do it again for Wilds.
is very simple. It's what every game does. Boobs. Okay, no. Abs, other bit, everything that people like.
What's wrong with boobs? You got to cater to your core audience now.
Shown off by digital swimwear. Yeah, basically, they're pulling a Marvel Rivals. If you need your numbers to go up, then just sell people swimwear for their characters, because those always sell. Now, admittedly, this one is paired with 3
What's wrong with
weeks
that?
of free in-game activities and rewards, which is pretty good. It was probably also planned well before any chaos began, but it will.
So that little Summerfest thing, you could like change all the like little NPC characters to have like the swimsuits on. But then what did they do? They made a microtransaction to actually buy those specific outfits. You can't earn those outfits through the game in any way. You have to buy them with real money.
Likely sell well regardless. And I guess it makes one thing pretty damn clear. If you are an aspiring game developer, simply just make money by selling swimwear in your game. It works every time, apparently. With all this going on, people are kind of worried that they'll just like forget about the game and move on to the next thing, because basically it's FUBAR, there's no point. Well, we actually know Capcom are not giving up in this game. They're being very specific and very open that they know PC players are not happy. But of course, knowing and then being able to do something about it, those are two different things. And while the development team is trying to get the game running acceptably in PC, they also need to address the gameplay complaints, which span every game version. And then overarching all of that, there's Capcom's demands for the game to make as much money as it can as a product. But the real question is how much work Capcom will need to do before then. How do they convince players of the
I think this game's made a shit ton of money in a very short amount of time.
expansion is coming for a base game that is changed, that is actually better, and in a world where a performance as bad
Still runs like ass, so optimization. Don't change Proton versions. What? Too many times or de novo will lock you out. So DRM, disappointing updates, no performance fixes. So content, performance. So performance. Yeah, all of these are performance because DRM also hinders performance. This is all performance stuff. I mean, shit, dude. Like, could we not have like taken a time machine and just like postpone all of the actual content shit and like take that Title 4 update and stick it in the front? Could we not have done that? And look at this, 85 hours complaining about performance, 57 hours complaining about performance, 100 hours complaining about performance. So this guy's bitch bone complaining about the updates. Understandable. I mean, he's probably like invested a little more time into it. Got to the end game, made an RDN or two. After that, like you're pretty chilling for the most part. So he's pissed that there's not more shit to do. I get it. But yeah, all three of these people are complaining about performance. Yeah. Bro, if this is me and I'm like the head honcho developer or whoever, I would have just said, guys, no more content. We're doing optimization first. Fuck all that shit. Optimize the hell out of it. We need those red down thumbs to be up blue thumbs. All right, let's get our what do they say? Our frogs in order, our eggs in order, our chickens in order, whatever.
As this one makes all of us look to the other skeletons in the closet, like some of the silly monetization they do, or
Yeah.
as an example, Dragon's Dogma 2 being broken for way longer than it should have.
Yeah. And they have just been repeating themselves.
Guess you do just wonder, is the camel's back broken? Is that why there are less sales? Well,
Kinda.
in a good world, the camel's back maybe should be broken. There probably should be real punishment over such a big letdown. But
because this lets Capcom know what players value. Players value like many things, but you know, a lot of times you when pick your favorite game, everyone's gonna say like gameplay first, and then performance second, and then support like subsequent content third, or whatever. And that seems to be the trend. I mean, I can see it, and I'm a nobody. Make a good game, good gameplay, baller. Optimize the hell out of it, great. Keep coming out with good content. All right, just keep winning. ABC, always be winning. I can see that, and I don't know how to make any games, dude.
here's the thing. Call of Duty still sells. It sells massively. And I have a
Oh, wait. Top 20 best-selling games. Bro, don't you fucking dare, okay? What do you want? What do you want for Monster Hunter to do? Come out with fucking, like buyable weapon skins? Come out with, playing cards for your favorite weapon skins, weapon moves, or whatever? What do they do in Final Fantasy? What is this? 7? Rebirth? Well, this is just like a good game, from what I hear. But some more bullshit cards. Okay, card packs, skins, microtransactions. Minecraft. Multiple video game manufacturers. What? Okay, whatever. I mean, I guess? I don't know how Minecraft is like up here. What do they sell in Minecraft besides the game? Whatever. Do you want them to bring in card packs into Monster Hunter? Are you serious? That would make the stock go even more into the red. Are you kidding me? You think, or is your logic, oh, we're going to add card packs in here because all of the most popular games have card packs and weapon skins. Let's just do that for Monster Hunter. Do you think you're going to like magnetize all the Call of Duty bros to come play Monster Hunter to collect weapon skins? You think you're going to collect all of the Madden bros or EA Sports bros to come collect card packs, to just abandon their sports cards, come collect Monster Hunter cards? Is that the logic? Because if that is, wow.
Duty still sells. It sells massively. And I have a slight little suspicion that Andrew Wilson's Mad Lads are...
And also, top 20 best-selling games, physical and full-length digital from the Nintendo eShop, PlayStation, Steam, and Xbox platform, ranked on dollar sales. Best-selling games. So, I don't know what exactly top 20 best-selling games is. Are you talking about like units sold? Are you talking about overall revenue, like in the game? Because I mean, I could whip out my good old graph that solves everything and can tell you anything and everything about like most of these games. Where the fuck is it? Let's see. You got line, bang, other line, bang, right there. Parabola. All right, bang. All the people that are putting money into those games, where do you think they're all? Where do you think they're all at? They're all over here. Where's everybody else? They're all over there. So yeah, Call of Duty and sports games are probably selling a lot of weapon skins and the card packs, I guess. Probably from not a lot of people, though. All right? Let's be real. All the people that are contributing to all the sales, probably over here. Don't you hate this shape?
Massively. And I have a slight little suspicion that Andrew Wilson's Mad Lads will probably not do a Wild Hearts 2 to try and take this series out. Because it's EA, and I think they're basically terrified of everything by now.
I don't understand.
Okay.
Let today's...
What a day. Damn, dude. Well, thank you for making a video. Baller video. Yeah, I mean, everything he's saying is just, I mean, he's just reporting the news and all that shit. I mean, yeah, it died in a month, but so does every other game. What do I think? I mean, I'm still playing it casually, but that's me. I really like Monster Hunter. I'm not like chomping at the bit, like yelling at the top of the roof about like, oh, optimize the game. Like it still runs good enough for me. I wish it ran better. I haven't really bought anything from a little microtransaction store, as you could see, but maybe I will if they optimize the game. Other than that, good stuff. Keep it up, man. But yeah, that's it for me. I'll catch you guys on the next one. All right, later.